What's going on, Assassins? So, while following up on a couple of leads for Odin's Runes and whatnot, kind of came across another mystery, and I don't know if it's rune related. I kind of think it is, but we'll see what happens. I want to know what you think. Basically, why did Eivor decide to go and live in Vinland, aka America? Why die here away from his friends and family? And why die so close to the actual vault that was protected by Connor Kenway's tribe in Assassin's Creed 3? This is another mystery. Maybe it's linked. I'm Dark Strider, the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So, if you come to Vinland, you come to this section over here, and you're going to find a camp. And it looks like these guys were exploring for some reason around here. It's a massive mountain. You look all around. I really do want to explore it a little further because it really does have significance in the series. But you go inside, and again, it looks like they were kind of exploring this. But you'll see that towards the end of this cave is this massive vault, which was being protected by Connor Kenway's tribe in Assassin's Creed 3. Nobody knew how to open it. It was just a wall, and they were the protectors of it. Right here, you see a little area that you can fit the Apple of Eden into. And that was the secret to opening the door, which Desmond Miles figured out in Assassin's Creed 3. Now, we do know that Eivor actually holds the apple for a little bit, but I never thought to come in here and actually try to stick it in there. So maybe, just maybe, if somebody is on a playthrough where they are newly arrived in Vinland, do me a favor, when you get your hands on that apple, on that piece of Eden, I want you to go to this cave and see if you can actually activate it. Why? I'll explain right now, but before I do, I'm going to let you know, spoiler alert. If you haven't played Assassin's Creed 3, if you don't know what's in there, you don't want to know yet, then by all means stop this video, go play AC3, and then come back to it. Otherwise, we're going to keep going with this. So old school fans of the series know that once we get to this point, this is where Desmond and the assassins hid out. They opened up this door with the piece of Eden, and it's basically where they hid out, but there were a bunch of secrets in here. There was a massive cave, and there was a whole labyrinth. Later on in the game, Desmond could explore it, but in all sections of that area, he was speaking with and interacting with Juno herself. And we all know that we were supposed to have this big battle with Juno. It never happened. They actually resolved Juno's story arc in a comic book, which we were robbed of that victory. It was Juno dying by the hands of Desmond's bastard son. Yes, while he was a bartender in New York, somehow he got it on with some woman, and they had a kid. And they don't explain that in the games. They only explain that in the comic books. Anyway, we know that in Eivor's time, Juno is still in the machine. She's still in here, in these caves. And this is just wild. So anyone, if you could, lend a hand. If you're in Vinland, if you're at that part in the story arc, definitely, by all means, try to get to this cave and see if you could open it up once you have the piece of Eden. I'd love to know if there's anything in there, if there are any clues to the runes, if there's any reason why Eivor decided to be buried not that far from here. And it poses other questions. Why didn't Rebecca and Sean recognize that this is the area where they were? Why didn't they say, you know, this is kind of weird that he's buried over here, and over here is where this vault is, where Desmond died? It's kind of weird. It's really weird. As you see, though, you'll go inside, you start unlocking stuff, you actually unlock other parts of this machine. It looks like some kind of like Isu tech or an Isu lab. Right there is a battery, Isu style. He'll put it in there, he'll start this whole thing up, and later on in the game, Desmond himself runs around and starts grabbing other pieces of the batteries and hooking them up in order to talk to Juno. What if Ivor started talking to Juno way back when? I don't know. Am I onto something? Am I absolutely crazy? Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you all. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Could this be connected to the Odin Runes? Could this be something that will lead to it, or will this lead to a completely other mystery? A lot of symbolism and symbols from this game, from this cave, are found all over the place in Valhalla and other areas. Maybe that's a clue to the Odin Runes right there. We'll find out. Anyway, once again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. Join the Discord. Help us figure this out. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.